Let me tell you something most people don't understand about success. The people who have the life that they want didn't get there overnight, and they didn't get there by forcing themselves to be perfect. They tried things, they failed at things, they started and stopped more times than they'd ever want to admit. I know I'm in that position. And if you really listen to their stories, the honest versions, you'd hear a lot of frustration, a lot of doubt, a lot of moments where they wondered if it was ever going to work, right? But here's what made the difference: they didn't just find the right plan, they found habits that slowly taught them how to love themselves and others around them. And once that happened, once the pressure released and once the fight with themselves softened, the life they wanted started showing up almost without trying. And, those overnight successes, so to speak. Now, I want to pause here because this part really matters. None of this is easy. I'm not telling you that it is. I won't tell you that it is. Anytime you learn something new, it's going to take time. It's going to take time to change your mind, and it takes even more time to change how it feels in your body, right? You don't undo years of stress and disappointment and self-criticism or starting over overnight. You just don't. Anyone who tells you that you can do it that fast, no, they're wrong. They are definitely wrong. Um, how about those people who say, "Oh, if you only wanted it bad enough, then you'd already have it," right? They're missing the point. Real change takes patience. It takes support. You have to have support. And real change takes learning how to stay with yourself when things feel uncomfortable. And that's why so many people know what to do, but still struggle how to do it, right? It's not a lack of information, it is a lack of safety. You have to feel safe. When your mind is constantly stressed and your body's always bracing itself for something bad to happen, habits just don't stick. And that's where so many things that you've tried before may have fallen short. Not because you failed, not because you were trying to change and couldn't. This is because you were trying to change from a place of pressure instead of care or love. So here's what I want you to hear today: there is another way. And no, this doesn't require more willpower and it doesn't require perfection, or I wouldn't be able to do it. But I do want to be honest with you about something. It does require you to become a different person, or not a different you, but a version of you who treats your body differently, thinks differently, and responds differently. Okay, because transformation isn't about living longer. We all want to live longer, right? But what we really want is to live longer and be healthier while we're living longer. We want energy and we want clarity and we want strength and we want to enjoy our lives, not just survive them. That's what that kind of health doesn't come from random effort, okay? Healthy people will tell you that. It comes from intentional habits practiced over time. And if you don't know those intentional habits, the tools that I teach, the ones we use inside Manifest Your Best Health, are designed to help you work with yourself, not against yourself. They help your mind settle instead of spinning out of control. And they help your emotions soften instead of staying stuck. Um, they help your body respond in ways that it hasn't been able to before. And that's why they work when everything else has failed or fallen short, if you think you've fallen short in the past. I didn't push my way to the life that I have. I didn't force my way through it. I loved my way through it. I'm going to tell you all about that at one point in time. But what I mean by this is I stopped treating habits like punishment. That's a big part of it. I stopped treating consistency like a test of my worth, right? If I didn't do well, I would just no, I would just stop or quit or whatever. I started choosing small intentional practices that taught me respect instead of pressure. And when your habits begin to teach you how to take care of yourself, how to speak to yourself differently, how to stay present instead of quitting, things begin to change naturally. Not overnight, but steadily. Okay? And that's exactly why I'm building a place where all of this can actually happen. It's not just an idea, but in real life. Okay? I'm building a space where you don't have to be perfect to belong, where you don't have to prove that you're serious enough. You could just be a fly on the wall if that's what you want, where you don't have to start over on Monday whenever we decide to or wait for the right time. Doesn't matter. You can start whenever you feel like it. Everything is available to you, okay? This is a place where you can learn simple, intentional habits. You don't have This is not a guessing game anymore for you. You can practice them gently on your own time and finally feel supported while you're changing. Even if you don't do it with the crowd, it's okay. This crowd is going to go at their own pace, okay? That place is the Mind and Metabolism Reset Group. And this group exists for one reason: to help people finally experience the transformation that they've been waiting so long for, without fighting yourself the whole way there. Inside the group, we start with something I call the Manifest Your Best Health, like I was saying. This is the mindset piece because nothing changes in the body until something shifts in your mind. And that's where people go wrong in the beginning of their journey. Manifest Your Best Health is where we calm the noise, where we stop overthinking, where we stop fighting ourselves. It's where we learn how to be safe enough to start to change, okay? Through those simple practices, our strategic daily manifesting routine it's very strategic towards our health. We begin each day with direction instead of stress. We calm the nervous system. We set love and intention in place before we even get out of bed. Not as another checklist, not as something to get perfect, but as a way to reconnect with yourself, to see your way through the day ahead, and to make better choices feel more natural, right? Once that mindset is in place, then we bring in the 7-day body kickstart. This is the structure, this is the body work. And yes, this is a real plan. It's a way of eating, a way of timing your eating, a way of moving your body. There's structure here and there is some restriction, but it's not punishment, it is education. It teaches you how to eat, when to eat, and how to move your body in ways that support your body, okay? How to build habits that lead to optimal weight loss and long-term health. So you don't have to figure everything out on your own. And here's when it all comes together. When your mind is supported through Manifest Your Best Health, and your body is supported through the 7-day body kickstart, everything works better. Your energy stabilizes, your choices get clearer, the consistency stops feeling like something that you have to force. These aren't short-term fixes. Even though they're 7 days, we continue these with our lives, okay? They're habits designed to support you now and catapult you into a long, healthy life that you want to live. And when you do that, your choices get clearer, your energy stabilizes, and consistency stops feeling like something that you have to force. Now, before I wrap this up, I want to say something sincerely to you. I'm grateful that you're here, and I'm grateful that you chose to be here for yourself, even though you didn't realize it whenever you started. That matters more than you realize, okay? I'm so excited and really looking forward to walking this path with you. Remember, every day you have one life. Make it the one you were meant to live, the one that you've always wanted to live. Thank you so much for being here. Y'all have a great day.